here's how to operate the new Lights and Sirens Auto Eject charging system. This will replace the old method of charging the Lights and Sirens battery. Instead of plugging into an extension cord, you'll be plugging it into the Auto Eject box. Now when you turn the key, the cart will automatically eject the plug. To plug in the Auto Eject port, simply swipe up on the weather cover as shown, and push the plug until it seats all the way. The light underneath should turn on. If the light is green, that means current is flowing as normal. You can verify that charging is occurring by lifting up the back seat and looking at the charging box as shown. You should see some lights turn on after a few seconds. If the light is red, then that means power is not flowing. Make sure none of the cables or extension cords are unplugged. If everything's plugged in properly, then the most likely fault is at the GFI outlet. To fix this, you'll have to reset the outlet. To do so, firmly push in on the test button, and then firmly press in on the reset button. This should reset the outlet to a working condition. If the light is off, then you're not plugged in. Push firmly and make sure the plug is seated all the way. Now let's say you catch a call or you just want to get some food at Taco Bell. First, unplug the drivetrain battery charger. The cart will not move if this green plug is plugged in, so you can't forget to remove it. Then insert the key and turn it to the forward position. Doing so will cause the plug to eject. This only works when turning to the forward position. If you put the cart in neutral or reverse, you'll have to manually unplug it. Now look back and verify that the plug is actually ejected. Only once you've truly verified that it is actually ejected can you drive away. If it fails to eject, simply manually unplug it. Do not drive away if this fails to eject. No patient has ever died because you took an extra 2 seconds to verify that all the cables are unplugged. Slow is smooth, smooth is fast. Once you get back to the apartment, make sure both the green drivetrain charger is plugged in as well as the yellow Lights and Sirens charger. Both should be plugged in whenever the cart is parked at the apartment. Keeping it plugged in will allow the batteries to maintain a good state of charge and allows the chargers to condition and repair damaged batteries. Keeping them unplugged for extended periods of time can cause the batteries to phantom drain to an unsafe level, permanently damaging the batteries. The cords are attached to this weighted traffic cone, and there's not much slack on the cords. This is done intentionally. You'll have to pull the cart as close to the cones as possible. The cords are kept short such that when the cord ejects, it doesn't hit the ground, damaging it every time it's unplugged. The cord is just short enough that it stays over the ground. Do not move the cone and do not adjust the cables. Get better at parking. If for some reason you find that the Lights and Sirens batteries are not properly charging and they're dead, then plug in the auto eject port and look at the charging box underneath the back seat. After waiting about 30 seconds, lights should turn on like shown. If no lights turn on, then chances are there's an interruption in the circuit somewhere. Make sure that the auto eject port is actually connected to the charging box by making sure these plugs underneath the back seat are connected. The male end goes to the charging box and the female end goes to the auto eject port. Those two must be connected for the two to actually pass current to each other. If all else fails and the batteries just won't charge with the auto eject, unplug this cable and plug the charging box in the old way, either plugging it into the yellow cord like this or into a normal extension cord. Just note that when you do this, there is no longer an auto eject. You have to manually unplug before driving away. Report this as a maintenance ticket, and if necessary, take the cart out of service if the Lights and Sirens don't work. As always, if you have any questions, contact the maintenance team. Be safe, have fun, and please stop breaking stuff.